In this video, I'm going to go through solving multi-step inequalities with the distributive property. Let's begin. Here's our problem. We have 24 is greater than negative 3 and then times, in parentheses, n plus 2, close parentheses. Now, what I say when I solve these is I'm going to keep the variable on the left-hand side. So what I got to do is swap sides. I'm going to take the 24 and move it over to the right side, and then I'm going to take this negative 3n plus 2 and move it over here to the left side of the inequality sign. Okay, so watch how I do that. I'm not going to change the order of the terms. The terms are going to stay in the same order. So I'm going to take negative 3 and then n plus 2. Everything stay in the same order. Now notice how the sign is open towards the 24 here. I got to make sure that the sign is again open towards 24. I can't flip that sign. If I flip that sign, I messed up my inequality. So now I just swapped sides. Okay. Now I'm going to start solving it. That's just kind of a setup step. I'm going to take negative 3 and distribute to n plus 2. I got to make sure I distribute it to both terms. Terms are separated with addition or subtraction signs. So if I do this math, I take negative 3 times n, I'm going to have negative 3n and plus, if I take negative 3 times 2, I get negative 6. I'm going to put that in parentheses to group that negative sign with it. Is less than 24. So there's my first step in solving the inequality. My second step, I have to get rid of the negative 6 with the negative 3n. I got to get rid of this term here. To do that, I have to add its opposite. I have to cancel it out. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides, which is going to cancel these two out. It's going to leave me with 3n is less than 30. My final step is to divide by 3. This is a unique rule when solving inequalities, is if you divide or multiply by a number. What I mean by a number is a number on the bottom here is what I'm dividing by, or if I'm out here multiplying by a number. If it's negative, I have to flip the sign. So I'm going to divide by negative 3. So I got to make sure I flip the sign. So these two are going to cancel each other out. It's going to be n is, and then I'm going to switch it to greater than. And 30 divided by negative 3 is negative 10. So now I've solved my inequality. Now I have to graph it down below on my number line. Okay, so the first thing we look at is our key number. Our key number is negative 10. So I go down here at negative 10, and I have to decide, is it going to be a closed or open circle? Well, since the sign is greater than, okay, that gets an open circle. Okay, greater than, less than, open circle. Greater than, equal to, or less than or equal to, I give it a closed circle. What that circle and open circle and closed circle mean is that the open circle, the answer is not a solution. Closed circle means it is a solution. So I'm going to give this one here an open circle at negative 10. And the reason I put my variable on the left-hand side when I started the problem is because now when I solve, I always graph my variables on the left-hand side. I always can graph the way that my arrow points. So I can graph this going to the right. So all the numbers here on my number line that I just graphed there are solutions to the inequality. I hope you find this helpful. Bye.